Your intuition literally understands and knows the future. And when you start to understand that, your decision making will change for the better and you'll start finding the life you're meant for because you're leading not with your logic, but with your heart. And it's a hard thing to do. And I really want to give you all this resource because it was hard for me to do. But once I started doing this, my life became better than I could have ever imagined. And it's because I was following something that my mind couldn't comprehend. And so it's impossible for me to fully articulate the beauty and the possibilities of your future because it's beyond something that my mind can tell you. It's only something my soul can tell you. But unfortunately, we don't have a language through the soul. It's only just action of love. And so for me to explain it, the only thing I can tell you is that your intuition literally knows and understands your future. And the proof I have for that is, for me, like, I remember when I was quitting my job or thinking about quitting my job, it had no type of logic into why I should do it. I said I was going to be an inspirational speaker and speak all across the country and make a ton of money. And be paid very handsomely for it. I had no idea how that could happen, really, if it was possible. I didn't really know it. My whole family was telling me I should keep my job. My own job was telling me there's a promotion for me. All the logic was telling me to stay where I was staying, to live in D.C., to stay with all these people. And my intuition was just saying, no, we're going to do the opposite. We don't have a plan right now. We don't really know how we're going to do it. But the plan starts with you just going for it. And it was super scary. You know, in our entire lives, we go to school, we listen to adults. Everything is very logical. But in order for us to truly create the life we really want to live, we have to be a little irrational. We have to also realize, and this is more proof to do this, is everything in our life, we've been told how to do it. But the one thing we haven't been told how to do is how to figure out who we are and what we want to do with our life. Nobody tells us how to answer the question of what do you want to be when you grow up. The only way to really do that is to understand that there's no answer that anybody else can tell you because it's just an internal journey. And when you understand that, then the logic can't be the predominant advice. You know what I'm saying? The prominent thing, because logic is only telling you what has already been done before, but your life is something special. Your life is only one of one. And what's meant for your life in the future, your potential, is something the world hasn't seen before. All of us are unique. All of us have this potential beyond our imagination, but it stems from our purest version of ourselves. It stems from a version that has nothing to do with this logic, but everything to do with our soul and our passion and our love for something. And we have to be able to follow that if we want to actually find a life where we can actually live it to the fullest, where we can actually enjoy it, where we can actually impact as many people as possible. And the thing about it is sometimes we can't compute or understand how many people we're going to help or how much we're going to enjoy the future. But all we can feel is this intuition and this regret if we don't follow the intuition. I remember when I was thinking about going for it and I ended up not going for it. I stayed at the job for another month. I felt the most uncomfortable feeling in my soul for an entire month. Like, my gut was queasy. I didn't even eat no like nasty food, but my gut was queasy. My heart felt like it was being pulled out of my chest because I wasn't following my intuition. I was following my logic. And while logic is cool, it allows you to be okay, but it doesn't allow you to be happy. It doesn't allow you to be fulfilled. Logic doesn't go so far. What logic does is it makes other people in your life happy, or other people feel like, okay, we don't have to worry about him. But logic doesn't satisfy your heart. Logic doesn't satisfy your gut. And what you'll realize as you continue in life, as you keep making decisions, oh my goodness, like, your gut and heart not being satisfied is literally not living. That's surviving. And life isn't worth being in survival mode. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people are living in survival mode. They're just using their logic. They're just being okay. But what I've realized is being worse than okay is better than being okay, because at least you know what would have happened if you went for it and you gain the knowledge. And so when I went for it, was there times where was I just immediately successful? No, I was below okay. I was at mom's crib in my old room, and I wasn't making no money. And I was like, man, for over a year, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Did I just freaking mess up my life? But I kept the faith. I kept going. So I was below okay. But even just that, when I was just below okay, even that, in my opinion, was better than okay, because at least I know like what was supposed to happen here. And I know I have a chance. There's no chance without shooting the shot. But until you quit, the game isn't over. You're not a failure. And so as long as you're following your intuition, you haven't given up, then your intuition isn't wrong yet. See, a lot of people will say, Jamar, you're wrong. I went for it. It didn't work out. You're still breathing today. The game ain't over. Job not finished. The results haven't came out yet. You can decide to call it a failure because you've decided to quit. But your intuition understands something. Your intuition understands if you go for that, maybe you won't even get it. Maybe it'll teach you a valuable lesson that allows you to get something you were actually meant for. Maybe on this journey, none of that was supposed to happen. You were supposed to meet your dream girl, your dream guy. In the process, like there's things your intuition understands. You just have to trust it without having logic because our logic only goes so far. And if you do that, I promise you, your life will turn out to the better. I'm telling you. But when I say better, I mean better than you can imagine. I literally travel the country all year and get paid very handsomely to do something I love to do. And I get to make videos like this. I get to write a book. I get to do all the things I like doing. And I make enough money. Why? Because I went through that gutter for a couple of years and I trusted my intuition. And now for the rest of my life, I'll live a way better life than what logic was telling me. And I'd just be living okay when I could have been living exceptionally. Okay. If you like hearing me talk, I have other videos where I also just, talk my talk and I have fun. I give you all as much inspiration and things to be able to find success and live a life you're meant to live. So check out this video or not. Thanks for coming in. See you on the next one. Peace.